In this video, we're going to do 4 examples of Cypher queries using the Star Wars database that we loaded in the previous video. On the right here, you'll notice the data model is given for the database. You have 2 entity types. You have person nodes and movie nodes. And the people can speak with each other and they can appear in movies. And so the graph that we have over here is showing all of these nodes and relationships according to this model for the 119 characters that are included. The first query that I would like to write is I would like to see any character that spoke with R2-D2 at any point in the series. So the R2-D2 node is here, and we see R2-D2 is given by the name attribute. And so if I want to match characters that spoke with R2-D2, I want to see a character that has a relationship of the speaks with label towards a node where the name is R2-D2. And I want to, if I want to return it as a graph, I would like to return those characters. So I would like to return C, the node of the character that spoke with R2-D2. So if I run this query, I see every character in the Star Wars canon that is spoken with R2-D2. If I want to see their names as a table, then instead of returning C, the node itself, I can return C.name. And it's given as a table. So this is the table or list of names for all the characters that have spoken with R2-D2. For our second query, I would like to see every character that appeared in the movie The Force Awakens. So if I come back to my full graph, the movies are these nodes, and they also have an attribute called name, but it includes the episode number. So The Force Awakens is episode 7, and so I want to match any character that appears in a movie with the name episode VII: The Force Awakens. And I would like to return that character C. And so if I want to view it as a graph, I return C itself. C is standing in for the node. If I would like to see the names as a table again, I want to match any character that appears in episode 7, The Force Awakens, but I don't want to return the node. I want to return the node name property. And so now we see a list of all of the characters from this database that appeared in The Force Awakens. For our next query, I would like to show every character that spoke with R2-D2 at some point in the series and also appeared in The Force Awakens. So our Force Awakens query. I'm going to click on that. And I want the character to have appeared in The Force Awakens, but I also would like the same character, the same C, to have spoken to R2-D2. So there are two ways I can do this. I can do that as a single pattern where this C is kind of in the middle. It points towards The Force Awakens and it also points towards R2-D2. So I can have name is R2-D2. C is pointing this way with a speaks with relationship towards R2-D2, and pointing the other way and appears in relationship with The Force Awakens. That's one way to write this query, and if I run it, these are all of the characters who have both spoken with R2-D2 and appear in The Force Awakens. The other way I can do it is that I say that I have two patterns. I would like C to appear in The Force Awakens, comma. I would also like that same C to speak with R2-D2. And if I run this query, I should get the same results. So two different ways of writing the same query. I can think of C as in the middle, and pointing towards the left we have R2-D2, pointing towards the right we have The Force Awakens, or I can think of them as two separate patterns that I match. C should appear in The Force Awakens, comma, C should speak with R2-D2. If I want to see those names in a table, I would just run that query and return C.name instead of the whole node C. The final query is that I would like to show every character that has never actually spoken with R2-D2 themselves, but they speak with someone who spoke to R2-D2. So I'd like you to think about how you would construct that query, and I will post a third video with the solution to this query.